Hello everyone, friends and subscribers, Colonel of Wisdom here. I want to apologize to my subscribers that don't like this kind of stuff, because I know a lot of you have told me to ignore this woman, or have advised me to ignore this woman, and for the most part, I took that advice, contrary to popular belief. Well, I don't know if I'd call it popular belief, but what's being perpetuated. I have not bothered this woman at all. I have not followed her around. I haven't looked at her activity. I have not found so-called people she's cool with through activity. And as you're going to see in screen images later on, I tried to explain that to her in a forum, and that didn't suffice. So now she's putting on a lie on top of yet another lie on top of yet another lie. I don't even know where to begin here. I am just flabbergasted by the insanity that I just witnessed, or part of the insanity I witnessed. In the opening of her last video, she claims that I stalked her because I was making video responses to 9 people she was cool with, and I knew that. I seeked them out, and I wanted to either befriend them or beef with them. Yeah. Let me explain something to you, Kara. Your videos were never interesting or never that entertaining, at least not in my opinion. So I rarely ever went to any of your channels. I found these people because they were just going semi-viral. They were either going semi-viral or I found them through my feeds. The people that I beefed with were people who don't know how to respect an opinion. They disrespected me, so I disrespected them that. Or in Black Energy News and Ali Emmett's case, we have a disagreement and we keep it civil. You know, that's it. But as I said, I'm going to show you, I'm not the only person who sees the video. Because see, you said under Bone Picker's channel that you have a small audience now and you like it that way. Didn't you once have like thousands of subscribers at one point and now you have a small audience? Like, how the hell does that work? Even when people get flagged, they had a large audience before, eventually they get it back up. But now you have a small audience and you like that. You know, I'll tell you why your audience is small, Kara. Your audience is small now because what was going on is that people saw that you were fixated on me, like in an unhealthy way, like your own subscribers. They're like, yeah, so I went to that girl's channel and she's not talking about you no more. She just has I just can't. I'm at a loss for words. I'm flabbergasted at the craziness. But first I want to get this little bit out of the way. So I saw this comment underneath that boomerect effect guy or gal who I'm going to address in another video. What I have up here is your interesting lie that you have never called me ugly. Okay, the next image is going to refute that. Now see, I know you thought you could get away with doing this because you presumed that since the General's channel is gone, that you have free reign to say whatever the hell you want and that he didn't have access to this anymore. But it's right here, read him and weep. And by the way, throughout this video, I would like you guys to pause and actually read some of the craziness I've had to deal with this lady. You know, now I understand what GeneralBackAss was talking about projection. Just like when she was insisting on how I'm ugly and troll looking, now she dropped that and she's just fixating on the crazy thing. She knows this about herself. Like, she knows this about herself. How I'm crazy, I don't have any real love offline, I don't have any friends. She knows about herself because anybody who had love or friends offline would not care this much about subscribers. See, she thinks she could get away with perpetuating this lie because GeneralBackAss got flagged. But just because he got flagged doesn't mean the comments that were left on his old channel are gone. So as you could see, she claims that she never called me ugly, yet here in clear view, she is referring to me as his ugly troll-looking girlfriend. But she wants to perpetuate the belief that I am just this stuck-up high yellow bitch that just goes around calling random black women fat and or ugly. No, 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 no. You are not going to get away with that, you simple cud-chewing Bama, you. Here's what's going to happen. The only people who got called ugly by me were you, and I say this with love, and that's because you aardvark-looking bitches had the nerve to talk about my looks first. If you didn't say nothing, I wouldn't have said nothing. Did I call Miss Royal Treasure fat? Yeah, I did, because she is fat. But I said she had a better looking face than me, which I now regret now that I've seen what she looks like without makeup. But I guess too many cigarettes and too many visits at Steak and Shake are going to do that to your youth. You know, black don't crack my ass. If you don't take care of yourself, you know. But whatever. Getting back on the looks thing, I like how you made comments like, well, they were calling her ugly and she was so hurt. Again, the only people that called me ugly were you and Love. and you guys are busted. And that was the only point. That's the only way looks got into this. So yeah, moving on. You went on to say that the proof that I was stalking you were in the videos and that you have the timeline. See, that's where you fucked up right there, okay? You have a timeline of before we were even arguing. From December 2011 to February 2012, we had no interactions whatsoever. We weren't talking about each other. I wasn't looking through your stuff. I didn't even know about your channel hardly, you know. And that's another thing too. You know, I found these people because they were in my feed and because they make better videos than you. You are not a talented vlogger. I don't think I'm a talented vlogger either. You know, I don't think I'm that important, but for some reason, you think that I had stuck interest with these people because of you. No, it was because of them individually. Rather I was disagreeing with them, or rather I was having friendly chit chat. You know, it was because of them, not you, with the two exceptions being I Say This With Love and Miss Profit. All of those people make better videos than you do. All of them. So really, it's just quite ridiculous. And another thing too, I was expecting you to say Jesus Swoop's name or Swoop Films or Knowledge 2 on Point or Knowledge Speaks Truth, and that's only because I've had friendly interactions with these guys. They subbed to me, I subbed them back, and I noticed that on their channels they were promoting your channel as channels they enjoy and channels to check out. And this happened after we got into it. But I never told them, oh, don't talk to that bitch MzCaramelOne, and she said this and she. No, I didn't mention that to anybody. The only person I filled in on it was Queen of Fama, and that's because she kept asking me. But you know, everybody else, you know, I let it go. See, I don't think subscribers belong to me. I don't think they're my property. I don't want zombies. I don't want yes men. Okay, that's not what this channel was about. Apparently that's what you wanted, and that is why your audience is small now. Has nothing to do with me, has nothing to do with what I was telling people. Your subscribers that had a brain, they decided to do the research for themselves. They checked out my channel and they were like, well, you know, Kara, I don't really like ColonelOfWisdom, but she's not talking about you. She has videos talking about other stuff. She's moved on. And when they called you on that, and you demanded 100% loyalty, they didn't want to fuck with you no more. That's what happened. Okay, that's what I'm convinced of now. You know, you made yourself look bad with your sick obsession with me. And yes, it is sick because, like I said, from 2011 to the first 2 months of 2012, like, we had no interactions. I just found these people, I talked with them. I Say This With Love's a very nasty, bitter person, and she was very rude to me, so I was rude back. That's how it happened. None of this had anything to do with you, and you know it has nothing to do with you. But you're just so, like, desperate, like you're just grasping at straws. There are people who are not GeneralBackAss and who are not me who see you for your bullshit. Like, these are the people, like, these people, like, knew what you were on and they saw it and they called it out. Especially V Marie, because all I had to do was, another thing, V Marie, like, aren't you like 40 or something? V Marie is a 20 or 21-year-old kid, and she's vastly more intelligent than you are. She makes superior videos, and that is how I found her. And that's the type of stuff I can relate to, not bitter old hags like you. But anyway, getting back to V Marie, when I was having friendly exchanges with V Marie and Queen of Fama also, you know, when I was having friendly exchanges with them, you did one of these numbers. I mean, that just totally fucked your whole world up. That, you know, I just shat all over your universe when I had positive exchanges with them. Notice I'm not using the word befriend because I don't know any of these people. They're strangers to me, and I'm strangers to them. But I had civil communication with them. We enjoyed each other's videos. We enjoyed talking to each other, and that fucked your world up. You know what, Kara? This is why you don't have a man, or a woman for that matter. This is why you probably will never have a man or a woman. And it's not just your looks. It's because you are the type of person who will go into a gas station toilet and face plant the sink rim over and over again until you bust your nose wide open, go to the cops, and then they say a guy did it so he could get arrested. You know, you seem like the person who do that type of fuck shit. And the men who know that, the men who see that, they sense that about you and they don't want to fuck with you. They're not going to lose everything they worked for to get with a nutbag like you. Women too. You know, bullshit is bullshit. You know, has nothing to do with gender. And the next sound clip is going to be from Long Locks too. You were fucking with Long Locks around this time, March 2012, just because he was commenting on our videos and he was subbed to us. You went to go disrespect him in a PM, and he pretty much called you on it.
Hey man, this chick really got some balls, like, and I thought it was just a joke, you know, even though it was all displayed in a fashion of it can't possibly be, you know, refuted, where you use your own words to grill the fuck out of her, you know. This MzCaramelOne or Caramel 100%, whichever name she decides to go under today, but, you know, she just hit me with an inbox, basically, you know, called me a dick rider, and so many short words or whatever, talking about some like basically how she exposed blah blah blah. He didn't hit with one counterpoint, blah blah blah. Of course, everything that, you know, he said she's not rebuttal once, you know, and then he basically pointed her out as a disingenuous, you know, vitriolic type of individual. And it's like, you know, a lot of these women, you know, and what makes it worse is then when you have, you know, people of like-minded, you know, of similar mindset, and they all point out the same bullshit, and this is coming from different people, you know, people who don't associate with each other on a regular. All of a sudden you get called one of his minions and all this other bullshit, talking about how you a dick rider or one of his troll. Man, first of all, lady, if you honestly thinking you that important for me to sit there and troll your page and argue up and down, no, I've already figured it out. You one of those type of women that you just gonna run your mouth regardless of how much you can or cannot back it up. You just don't know how to shut the fuck up. That's probably why them thug niggas is beating on your ass. This is gonna be the one and only video I actually, you know, waste on you, because this is actually, you know, a waste of time. I just feel like I have to address it because you did some more punk bitch ass shit by trying to inbox motherfuckers. You know, when bitch, I didn't inbox you. But before any of these motherfuckers listening get mad at me calling her a bitch, you lost your lady card a long time ago when you basically trying to inbox me and pop some shit at me. Know what I'm saying? That ain't no respectful way to handle shit, because the way I brought it to you was under the fucking video. You know what I'm saying? But now you inbox me on some insult shit. You know, you could have addressed that shit on the fucking video. Oh, wait a minute. That's the same shit you did with GeneralBackAss. That's the same shit you did with ColonelOfWisdom. Either you went to the fucking pages, you inboxed them on some bullshit, or you went to videos that were irrelevant to try and state your case and pop some shit. You are a shit starter. You fucking funny as hell. And basically, it's women like that are walking fucking failures. And the only people that actually follow a bitch like that is like-minded women who basically are in the same fucking boat and need a voice, you know, to speak for them. I don't know why the fuck, because there's too many bitches out here to talk like that in the first place. But hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get on none of her followers, but I, honestly, you know, hey, this chick, you know, must have some people actually think that half the shit she say on her videos is actually worth 2 bottles of piss.
And so yeah, I really don't know what else to say here. But as I said, this woman was following me around, and what I did was, you know, I kept telling her, look, I don't follow you around. I don't talk to your subs because they're your subs. I just talk to people. Like, what's your deal here? And you know what? This is another thing. This is why your biggest cheerleaders, they are always these fat-assed, Humpty Dumpty built chicks with a persecution complex. That's who you appeal to. These chicks who cannot take responsibility for anything they do, and who have the mentality of, I'm going to bust my face open just so I could get someone else arrested, just so I could shit on their day. That's why Pure Butterfly Spirit kept posting up pictures of her face and her ex-husband, like I give a shit, like I'm going to upload that so I could get my channel flagged, or just so she could say, I'm gonna sue you. This chick was talking about suing me and other people for 2 weeks. She still hasn't done the shit yet. Like, you guys just love being a victim. Like, you egg people on, you provoke them, you just keep provoking them just so they could stick their boot in your ass and you could feel vindicated by being a victim. That's the type of fuck shit that you do. And that is why your audience is small now. Has nothing to do with anything I'm doing. It is all you. And I believe I'm done. ColonelOfWisdom out.